Today's video will discuss the following question. Can alcohol improve exercise performance? Now, a quick disclaimer, yes, I do appreciate the dangers of drinking alcohol. I'm not trying to advocate drinking and training, it's simply my story. And to give you some context to this story, I was living in Germany at the time and I was training for a 5k race. Sadly, in the lead up to the race, I got an injury and I then had this ultimatum. What do I do? Do I pull out of the race or do I embrace the pain? In the end, I decided I won't do either of those things. I had a little discussion in the office with some of my colleagues and one person said, wouldn't it be really funny if you just had a couple of drinks before the race, just to take the edge off, to take the pain away? I said, actually, it's not a bad idea. But I had to decide what to drink, what would be optimal for this. Guinness, probably not. That's my go-to drink, but it's way too heavy, especially at 10 o'clock in the morning. Jack Daniels, yeah, that's my secondary drink, but at that time of day, maybe not a good idea. So in the end, I decided to drink gin and tonic. Not just one, I had 4. And my strategy was 60 minutes before the race, I would drink all 4. So I had 2 just before I left the house, and then 2 when I got in the car on the way to the race. It certainly raised a few eyebrows in the car. But what was the outcome? So drinking 4 cans of gin and tonic for a 5k race, ridiculous. What happened? There was no pain. Suddenly that injury that I had in my calf had disappeared. I felt $1 million. I was confident. Usually I would stand in the middle of the line for the race. This time I was at the front and I thought no one's getting past me. I felt super confident. I was going to win. My pacing strategy was pretty non-existent, I suppose. Really the strategy was just run, start from the front. If anyone tries to get past you, speed up. It was quite simple. I did get lost. These things happen if you have a few drinks. I like to blame it on the language barrier. I went the wrong way and the marshal had to kind of drag me back and take me the right way. But it is what it is. However, I still won. So you might be a runner watching this saying, well, Chris, it's not that great, 18:30 for 5k. Yeah, I'd agree, it's okay. But it's a small village in Germany. So I still won, it's on the record, I'm happy, I won, so what? But what about the science? Let's move on to that very quickly. You might be surprised to hear there isn't really that much research I'm running. Here's one paper which looked at it, and you'll see here that the greater the distance, the greater the decline in physical performance. You can see here, 100, 200 meters wasn't really affected by increased alcohol consumption. But you can see here, the 800 and 1500 meter runners had a negative impact when having alcohol. So the greater the distance, greater the decline. So let's answer that question from the start. Can alcohol improve exercise performance? For me, yes. If you go away and look at research papers, probably not. I would recommend reading it though, it's quite fun. There aren't many papers, but get yourself on Google Scholar, have a look. It's actually quite an interesting topic. Okay, thanks for watching. Usually my videos are a lot more professional and helpful, so if you go through my channel, you'll see some videos on study skills and career advice. If you have any questions or you have any suggestions for videos, please let me know on Instagram @SportsScienceHacks. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you again soon.